Hey, Zach. So, to say that Jesus is eternally begotten is self contradictory and incoherent for many reasons. Number one, to beget means to bring forth, to be caused, whereas to be eternal means to be uncaused and have no origin. So, the term eternally begotten is actually self contradictory because you're saying that Jesus is both caused and not caused at the same time. Number two, if Jesus is eternally begotten, this means that he is not self existent. God is necessarily a self existing being, though, who depends upon nobody for his existence. If the Son is eternally begotten, this means he's eternally dependent upon the Father for his existence, which completely undermines the claim that Jesus is fully and equally God with the Father when he is totally dependent upon the Father for his existence. Number three, eternal generation violates the law of identity, the validity of which is presupposed by the existence of God. Just think about it, Zach. If the Father eternally begats the Son, that's to say that there's something essentially different between them. But Trinitarianism claims they are identical in nature. But if that were true, the Son could not possess a property, like being begotten, that the Father doesn't have. But in Trinitarianism, it gets worse. The Father actually can't have that trait because they have different roles, which just makes it worse. I mean, if they're identical in nature, where do their roles come from? Why do they have different roles at all? If they were identical, their roles should be interchangeable, but they're not. And all this is proof positive that they are not equal in nature. And lastly, I gotta say, there are better models that affirm the divinity of Christ and the role of the Father and Spirit, which don't make these mistakes like Unitarianism. And I would encourage you to look into them.